Hey guys, THUNDERSTUD here, and we are doing another Rush Duel deck. This time it's called Royal Rebels, but really we're just using Fiends. Thanks to the skill. The skill requires all monsters 1400 or more to be Fiend type. We've just gone full Fiend, except for a level 4 effect monster. We have a Psychic level 4 effect because you can increase the level of a level 4 effect. Yeah, I think if you use the first turn, you have to return a card. But, yeah, most of the time, you can only turn... There's not too many light effect monsters. So we have this one, and of course, they released this brand new one, Royal Rebels Shout, which is one you really use. And if your opponent has a face-up level 7 or higher monster, you can discard a card, and they discard 2 random cards. Not nearly as good. A lot of people tend to blow through their hands pretty often. But the point is, he's a level 4. You can turn it into a level 5. Why do we want to turn it into a level 5? You have these Royal Rebel monsters who will have different effects or have their only effects when you tribute summon them using a level 5 or higher monster. So you turn these level 4s and this level 4. Gargoyle level 4 light, send 1 card from your hand to the graveyard, increase its level by 1. So you can do it with the skill. You can do this guy with the skill. You can do this girl with the skill. And they can all become 5. You tribute summon this guy with a 5 or higher. Level 8 or lower monsters your opponent have loses 200 times its level. You get to choose. Then you got the big heavy metal. Choose one face-up level 8 or lower monster with the lowest level of your opponent. You destroy it and gain its attack. He's a 2500, pretty massive. Like I said, all you have to do is tribute level 5 or higher. So those level 4s go. We also have the Fiend Karibot, who just adds monsters from your graveyard, just tribute fuel. We're using this little Archfiend Summoning Flute to mess with our normal Fiends, because then we have some normal Fiends. Of course, Summon Skull. Another level 6, level 4, he's also a level 4 light, but it has to be effect. And then we have Feral Imp, the new Widespread Ruin, which is really, really strong. King's Majesty, shuffle 1 Fiend type normal monster, which we do have, and we can negate an attack. This one, just as long as your opponent's level 8 or lower monster declares an attack, you negate it, very strong. And this one, when an opponent's monster declares an attack, the attacking monster loses... you know this one, Phantom Bind, not too new. But yeah guys, so it's all about these monsters changing the level. They're pretty offensive monsters. So he gains a bunch of attack and destroys, he lowers a bunch of attack. They're just like Summon Skull. A bunch of offense, Widespread Ruin, super OP. I think it's to a bundle though, so not too blown away with this new archetype. But I'm going to stick with Rush Duel a little longer just to see where they head. So hope you guys enjoy, and thanks for watching. Alright, here we are facing a Mimi. We're on a 3 streak at this point. It's weird always seeing no extra deck and 30 cards here in Duel Links. So, Karibot, Growl, then Heavy Metals. We just need another normal monster, and we're going to take off. This guy's got an Aqua, a Spellcaster, and a Dragon. So a bunch of different stuff. Obviously we didn't pull another little monster, but we do have Growl, who's able to take control of the field. And we have Music Princess Recital, who's gonna negate an attack. There it is, 2500, we negate the attack, and we're good to go. We bring out our other little Royal Rebel. That way we get our heavy metal with the effect. We get to pop the lowest level, we get to choose when it's tied, we choose a higher monster all the way up to 4k, swing over his big boy, and we now have control of the field. We need a normal Fiend for this card to be live, so it's not live, but all he can really do is lower our attack to 2200. Doesn't do enough for his Curse of Dragon. Boom boom, we get to use our heavy drive skill. He's a level 5 now, which gives us a second heavy metal. He's level 3, so we have no choice. 3800. Feral Imp, isn't it crazy to see this little monster swinging for exact lethal? Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing a Gavin. So this guy is really getting down on Rush Duels. We're both on a tiny bit of a win streak. see what we've got. We get some widespread ruin and set 2 monsters. He's a dragon deck from the looks of it. Yep. We're gonna widespread ruin his big ol' Dragius. So sucks for him. We bring out a Rebel's Growl, the Star Knight, and this Star Knight. Wait, why do we have 2 Star Knights? Interesting. So we hit for a ton of damage, but not lethal. 1100 off lethal. 1800 is our highest monster. He's using Sparks, so double Sparks. He may not be getting down in Rush Duel as much as I thought. Tribute summons a Sky Dragon. 1900 does control the field. Interestingly, didn't go for the 1800 though, which means we're going to be able to summon this boy with its effect since the 1800 was a level 6. Heavy Metal gets to come on out. He gets to pop the one and only monster, which is going to make him real beefy. We don't care about that Tortoise Greed. Obviously, we have more monsters for more damage, but he's 4,400 now. Pretty gnarly as we hit him for huge lethal. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing another Cassidy. We're going second and on a 4-win streak, though, so there you go. Other than that, we are twins. Oh, I remember this duel. This is a gnarly duel. Celtic Guardian used to be my OG favorite Yu-Gi-Oh card. I almost said Duel Links. Yu-Gi-Oh card. Accidentally put her into attack position. Whoops. Then we've got his 7th Road Magician and some 1500 Gazelles. Clears our field. We still are struggling with our hand. Creebot's gonna add that Creebot to our hand. We're gonna take a significant amount of damage for that play, but I do like it. So he gets another 2k monster out, raises his attack, we're gonna lower it by 100. He has good variety with his monsters, swings over Creebot, swings over Shout. What else do we got? We got 3 more monsters set, so we're really struggling here. But it's not really a formidable field we need to worry about getting over. And we're saving this monster, obviously, the Palace Gargoyle, because he can make himself level 5. And then we bring out Rebel Shout, discard 2 cards from his hand. Didn't really matter, he only had a card in his hands because we clogged up his fields, essentially. Well, he clogged up his field, but because of us. So here's Heavy Metal. Now we get to pop his lowest level monster, boom. Swing over his highest monster at 4k. Now we're still at 2500, he gets to draw the 2 cards we made him discard. Boom boom, more monsters, not a huge deal, even puts him in attack position for us. We set the little flutes to bring out the Growl. Then we bring out Star Knight, pretty big attacker, enough to get over these 1400s. We now full control the field again. And we have Music, Princess's Recital, it's so good. Water Magician, blah blah blah. He's gonna use Approach of Death or whatever. Swings at us, swings over him. Kamikaze. Now we get the wonderful Summon Skull. We also have another Growl and a Star Knight. We only bring out the Summon Skull though. He's down to 200 life points. It's getting dicey for him. We even have a normal Fiend for King's Majesty, so we're really good. Brings out a Spellcaster, swings over that monster, not a huge deal. We get 2 Widespread Ruin, set the Flute, that's going to be the Star Knight. Then we bring out the Growl from the Star Knight, which activates the Growl, lowering him to 800. Why did I do that? Because I knew this Phantom Bind was coming, and we're gonna get creamed by this Phantom Bind. Look at this. Absolutely creamed by that Phantom Bind from 2500 all the way down to 700, but he can only do it once. And we swing over him for lethal. Still, great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing a Yuga. We're going first. He's on a 4-win streak. So we got a Growl, Heavy Metal, pretty much everything we could want. We spend our first turn just with the Star Knight, because this is a really good hand. So we're just going to stick with this hand for now. It's not a really good hand, it's a tiny bit of a brick, but the chances of us pulling a low monster are incredibly high, so let's do it. And we do get the Creebot, and then the Rebel Shout. We'll throw away our big boy to make it a level 5. Then we bring out the Growl. I did this wrong. We should have lowered, obviously, oh, I skipped the cutscene. Should have lowered this monster. Then we destroy that monster, only gain 400. Doesn't make a difference with how we broke the field. Just makes a difference with how much damage he took while we did it. And then he goes a pure 5 draw pass. That's it's rough to see. We're going full monsters out. Boom, boom, boom. Not quite lethal. 600 from lethal. Some sort of fire golem. Oh, he's got the big dragon. But we've got King's Majesty. Oh no, we don't. It's not live. We need a normal fiend. So nothing's live here. He does kamikaze his big dragon though. He's got the almighty Max Raider. Look at that. Do we have an out? We do. We go Creebot. Add to our hand. Minus 500. Creebot again. Those two. That's 2,500. And then a 1,500 for good measure. Could have done better with Feral Imp out there. Not that we needed it. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing a Yuga. This is the PvP tournament. I don't really see how it's different from PvP at all. It's pretty much just more PvP. But here we are. We got Heavy Metal. We got Growl. This little flute. Feral Imp. Into Growl. So through this, we would have had our monster's effect. Here we're just getting its cutscene. Looks pretty Heavy Metal to me. Didn't quite get this monster's art till I seen the animation. Set the King's Majesty. Doesn't really threaten us with anything. Places some monsters in attack. We do get another Heavy Metal. He's got a Greed, but not a huge deal. Summon 2, we use our skill to make that guy level 5. Boom, boom. Now we got another Heavy Metal who can pop. We pop 1,500, go up to 4k. Swing with that. Could have took that out with the Shout. Wouldn't have made a lethal difference. But, still pretty good. He's going to use Thunder to reduce him. Not a huge deal. Noodle Ninja. 2,800. Not over our biggest monster, which is probably what he should have done. But it's not a huge deal. They were the same monster. There's Creebot into Growl. Then our Star Knight. So we're all over the place. These light fiends are the major theme, but pretty easy stuff. He didn't put up much of a fight there. Just, yeah, the last two have been Rush Duel events in Duel Links, so we're checking it out. Widespread Ruin's really strong. I wouldn't go crazy digging through this box. It's not too crazy. There's other older support. They brought out some Red Eyes, all sorts of stuff. So I'm still keeping an eye on it if you guys aren't interested. So we'll see where it plays out. But thanks for watching, guys.